Very exciting match this time on Friday night against the Vipers. We played them in the preseason match when they were missing three of their defensemen, and they were a lot different program than they are now, and I'm sure they'll be a tough competitor tonight.
Yeah, well, I think we saw firsthand they were a different team when we played them in their building and they shut us out. I think that is enough to pursue guys to get that back. We felt that we played well enough at points. We were a little bit flat, but they've got a really good team this season. We went in there flat, and they got a great goalie and some great D-men, and it's just not good enough. You have to give it 100% every game here, and this league this season is so different than last season. You just can't. There's no gimmies for points, and at home or on the road, it's always going to be a battle, and we fully expect that tonight.
Rob Wilson, I got a comment. Your tracksuit is fantastic, and we just did Steve Thornton, and his wasn't nearly as good as yours.
No, these are very pretty, very pretty. We're really, really happy. We went for a real, tried to go for a real sexy look. So no, they're fine. They're just different.
So tell me, you've had for the last 2 or 3 seasons a team that played physical, and out of the box you changed the whole outfit. Virtually all the players went, and you got a team that was skilled and fast and whatever, and you were the top of the league for the first few games and second top of the league. Is that, and I'm going to compliment you, a skill of the coach that can pick all these guys that are absolutely brilliant and gel together, or was it just luck?
Well, no, I think there's a few reasons. One, we went with that. A lot of reasons in Newcastle for a while there was for business, and it attracted people in, and it was helping the business survive, and that's unfortunately, as a coach's point of view, you don't want to have 2 heads on, but over here sometimes you have to, and we did that, and it worked for us for a couple of years, and so we did that. But I had talked about it last summer about getting a group of young guys. We don't have a very big budget, as everybody knows. It's no secret, and I decided we had to go all new, all fresh, all guys that had something to prove, all guys that just first-year guys in Europe type thing, and with a good background of winning, and I did that. That's what I looked for when I was calling this summer. I was looking for guys that had won championships before, that had been there or thereabouts, young guys that had something that to strive for, instead of, you get guys that are 30 plus and they've kind of done it all, and some of them don't come with maybe the same intensity as a young guy who's got 10 years left in his career. So we looked at doing that, and that's why I went after these guys.
It's strange because obviously this has been the bastion of the Giants, the Odyssey Arena, and yet the only game you won at home is in the Dundonald Dice Dome. So you got to break that jinx tonight as well. You got to win your first win in the Odyssey tonight. Yeah,
I mean, we intend to win every game of the Odyssey. It just hasn't worked out that way so far. I thought we played well against Sheffield, and it felt like it wasn't our night. And we had a good game and a half against Coventry, or a half a game against Coventry. But the other half of the game, I thought we were sleeping. So we have to come out, in the first 5-10 minutes and let teams know that this is a tough place to play. Because once you're going hard and you're playing exciting hockey, the fans get excited, and that kind of gives the guys a bit more energy. And you found in the Coventry game when they score a couple goals early, it deflates the team, and then it deflates the crowd. And sometimes you need the crowd to kind of get you going again. So it's like a vicious circle. We need to come out hard from the beginning here and take control of the game and let teams know, not just this game, every game, that this is going to be a difficult 2 points to pick up.
So tell me, it's one thing, as Chelsea's found, that you can buy the best players in the world that suit your team the best way, but how do you get them to gel so well together? Because they gelled out of the box with you.
Again, I think it's we had a good couple of weeks of training camp, and we worked hard, and I think that youth and enthusiasm and tenacity goes a long way, and I think that that's what all these guys have, and I knew that in the summer, and I was like I said, when I had to shop very carefully, and I made a statement when no one on this team is making $1 million a year, and if you guys want to better yourselves and make more money and have better careers, use this as a stepping stone. Use Newcastle as a stepping stone. And that was how I sold it in the summer, and how I'm selling it now to them, and saying, listen, it's the better we do as a team, the better the club does, the better you're going to do, and that's just reality.
You certainly got your task cut out for you tonight. You've got a couple of injuries to contend with, and you've got to mix your lines up again. And a question mark about George. We don't know what his position is, but it's tough for the coach when you got to start playing again.
Yeah, it's. I mean, a little bit earlier than I was hoping to come back. Not only for the injury, but also for the legs and the lungs. I'm not any younger than I was last season, unfortunately. But I felt it was a good couple games to come back to. It was kind of one game a week for me. Like I had a midweek game and then one game on the weekend. So it kind of gets me, you kind of need games to get you ready for games rather than just practicing, because you go harder in games than you do in practice. So I got those under my belt now, and it might mean a little bit more ice time than I was hoping for, just because of the injuries. But you got to find a way, and that's something that I was pretty proud of last season. You see teams now, when they hit injury patches, it's not easy to win in this league. It really isn't. And how well we did last season, averaging eight imports on the ice. It kind of shows what class we had last year, and there's a lot of guys, that believe this team is better. And I think once we're firing, I think that we have a really good chance to be a better team this season. We have to find a way to survive the injuries, and we've had them at the beginning of the season. And as soon as we get everybody healthy, I think that we're sitting pretty.
This is a Challenge Cup game, and the Giants are defending champions, and you're obviously going to try to knock them off the peg tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big game for both clubs. I mean, Belfast maybe not having the start they want, but I think they're not that far, that far off the mark. They've had a couple of results that maybe didn't go their way, but other than that, they're still winning their share of games, and they're a good hockey team. And I think they want to retain this title just like we'd like to have a shot at trying to get it. And it's important. It's the first cup of the year. Sunday we got another big one, which is the 2020. But right now, this is our first cup game of the year, and to guarantee yourself going through, you need to win your home games and one on the road. And I'd like it to be tonight.
Season, and Murphy came back a little bit before you thought he might have, and he let you talk into it. Do you think he's back up to full strength now?
He certainly looks like it. Yeah, I mean, you could see the difference in practice. One of his strengths is. Actually, probably his main strength is how quick he is. Like he's so fast, his reflexes side to side. You think when you have an empty net, it's just not an empty net anymore with Murph in there, and that's what he was missing at the beginning of the year. He couldn't really explode off his knee. He was trying to be a positional goalie, and generally you find the positional goalies, the one that just let the puck hit them, are the big guys. And it's tough trying to change your style, because in his head, instead of thinking about what he needs to do to be a great goalie, he's probably thinking about his knee at the beginning of the year, where now he's had some great rehab from our trainers here, and you can see that the confidence is back, and the way he flies around the ice there and in the net. To me, it looks like his knee's doing pretty well.
Depending on who progresses in Sunday, you could end up playing 5 games in 3 days if you're on the winning side.
Yeah, you know what? I'm excited about Sunday. I think Sunday's going to be fantastic. I really am excited about it. I think it's something completely different. I think it's going to be fun.
Tomorrow night's game, and that's a huge game for us. We have to steal some points in Nottingham. We felt like we've dropped a couple points at home now that we should have won, and the only way to claw those back is to beat a team that's supposed to win their home games, and that's what we have tomorrow night. And then the Sunday game, it's the 2020, which has replaced the Knockout Cup, which again we're the defending champs. So you got to have some pride going into that one. So it's a big weekend for us. We're playing in 3 different competitions, and we are short-staffed. But we're going to empty the tank every night, and I fully expect guys to win every night we play.
You picked up an excellent goaltender in Michael Robinson, who was floating around the league, and he obviously was a better player than he was in Edinburgh. In Edinburgh, he got absolutely stoned in nets there. The Panthers took a gamble, and I thought he played well for the Panthers, and I can't understand why he's not there. But it must be your skills of negotiating, because you got him to play for the Vipers now.
Well, no, I think Michelle had said to Nottingham he wanted to go back, and then there was a bit of delay. He was looking at something in Europe, and Nottingham didn't want to hold on. I think they wanted him back, and then they made their decision to bring in St. Pierre. And I had talked to Michelle, and we looked at a few things, and he liked what we were building, and he thought, again, he was another guy that has something to prove maybe. And, again, I said to these guys, come in less money this year, and it's up to you how well you do, and you can make a lot more down the road. And I think he's a top goalie, and he's proven it. And I think that if he continues to have the year he has, he'll probably get himself out of England and go to another league. So I think that's his goal.
Thank you very much, and good luck tonight, and may the best team win.
Thank you.